Hello, this is Bailey with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today I'm going to show you how you can move your contact groups from eEdge over to Command. So I'm going to start by logging into mykw.kw.com with my KW username and password. Try that again. Again, I'm signing into mykw.kw.com, and that will bring me to my KW dashboard. From here, we're going to go up to the eEdge control panel and click on the link that says View Contacts. This will bring me into my eEdge database. From here, click Contacts at the top and then Export Contacts. We want to move our grouped contacts from eEdge over into Command. So we're going to start by exporting those groups. I already have contacts and groups established in eEdge. So from this page, I can click on this option next to Contact Groups and select which groups I would like to export. So if you want to maintain these groups in Command, you will need to select one group at a time to export out. So you will repeat this process for every group that you would like to have in Command. So I'm going to start by selecting my Avengers group. Again, just select one at a time unless you want to combine the contacts in those groups to create a new group in Command. But I want to maintain the groups I have currently, so I'm going to click Avengers. And then under Contact Status, I recommend leaving this as All. You can choose any other status here, but I want to move everybody in my contact group out, so I'm going to choose All and then click Export. This is going to save a CSV file or Excel file of my contacts on my computer. And you can see, once I open this up, this is an Excel file of my grouped contacts in eEdge. These are the contacts who are in the group Avengers. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go over to Command. I'm at agent.kw.com, and I'm going to sign in again with that same KW login information. From here, I'm going to click on the icon for contacts on the far left. It's directly below the home icon, and that will bring me into my Command database. I want to import my contact list into Command, so I'm going to click Import at the top right. And unfortunately, I can't just select that list I just saved on my computer from eEdge. I do have to reformat it into the Command Import template. So I'm going to click Download at the top. This will give me the pre-made CSV, or the Command Import template. Once I open that up, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste my contacts from my eEdge list into this Command list. So I'll go through and just move these individual columns. So I'm copying my first name column from eEdge and pasting it into the first name column on my command sheet. Same thing with last name and any other information I would like to move over. You can go through and choose any other information. Looks like we have a phone number here. Command doesn't seem to like the parentheses. I only have one phone number, so I'm just going to manually remove that. You can also use the Find and Replace tool to take out those parentheses. And I'll paste that into the mobile phone section or column here on my Command Import template. So basically what I did was I took all of the contact information from my eEdge list and pasted it onto my Command list. So we want to keep that group that we had in eEdge. In Command, we don't have the option to create groups. Instead, we use tags. So if I scroll down on my contact list, and I'll just go ahead and move this up. Down past the contact information, there is a tag section. Here there are system tags. These are tags created by Keller Williams. So in eEdge, you may also have, in addition to the groups, you may have contact type set up, things like buyer, seller, renter. you would want to basically set those up as tags in command. So if you have anything like that, you can choose to put a Y in these columns here for buyer, for seller, bought. You can just match that up as best as you can, or you can choose to add in custom tags. So under this custom tag section, this is where I would want to put in that group name, because I'm going to use a tag to group my contacts in command. So in eEdge, those contacts were in the Avengers group. So what I'm going to do is in this custom tags column, I'm going to write in Avengers. And I'll just make sure that that is set up for every person on my list. That looks good to go. You can also add in additional tags. So like I said, if you had that contact type set up as buyer, seller, whatever it was, you can put a Y in any one of these columns. I know eEdge also has renter as a contact type, but there's not a space for renter over here. I can choose to add in additional tags and separate them by a column, or by a comma. So you can see I have Avengers, comma, renter. And when I import this list into command, it's going to apply the tags Avenger and renter. So my list is good to go. Of course, you can add in additional information if your eEdge list has more info. You'll basically just want to match it up as best as you can onto this template. I also want to point out, do not change anything in this column or in this row here. We can't change these columns or the information that we want to input. You have to basically make the information you want to move over fit into this template. So this is good to go for me, so I'll just go ahead and save this. I'll do Avengers, command import. So if you're doing multiple lists, again, you will repeat this process for every group you're moving out of eEdge. I recommend naming them and saving the file as the group name so you don't get them mixed up. But my list is now good to go, so I will go back over to my command screen. From here, I'll go ahead and browse on my computer and select that file that I'd like to import. This is the file we were just working on and just saved. I've selected my file and I can now click Import Contacts. This was submitted, and now we just need to wait a moment for this to import. So you can check on your imports up at the top and click on this little bell icon. You can see I did an import a few minutes ago. I can go ahead and dismiss that, but my import of this new list, it shows my contacts were imported or uploaded successfully. So I'll go ahead and dismiss that, and I may need to refresh my page to see that uploaded list. And there we go. Once this refreshes, you can see my contacts were pulled over into command and the tags were applied. So these contacts were in my Avengers group in eEdge, and I have now imported them into command and applied the Avengers tag as well as renter for this contact. So that is how you can move your grouped contacts in eEdge into command.